In this video, I'll introduce you to Korea's national eye cream, a legendary product that sold over 100 million units and became the #1 best-selling eye cream of all time in Korea. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Odile and I work as an art director in the beauty industry in Korea. On this channel, I use my professional experience to bring you informative content on Korean beauty trends and history. So if you'd like to take your K-beauty knowledge to the next level, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the #1 best-selling Korean eye cream of all time. Meet the iconic Real Eye Cream for Face by AHC. AHC's Real Eye Cream for Face was first launched in 2012 and it was so successful that it quickly became known as Kunmin Eye Cream, an expression that roughly translates to Korea's national eye cream. Over the past 10 years, AHC sold over 120 million units of the product, making the Real Eye Cream for Face the #1 best-selling Korean eye cream of all time. The main selling point of this product is that it's an eye cream that can also be used as a face moisturizer. I know some of you are gonna say every moisturizer can be used as an eye cream. And in general, yes, depending on your skin and the type of formula that you're using, your moisturizer could absolutely double as an eye cream. The opposite, however, is not always true. Some eye creams are so thick that are really hard to spread on large areas. So we can say that the main appeal of this product is that it's rich enough to be used as an eye cream, but it also has the great spreadability of a regular moisturizer. There's also another reason behind the success of the Real Eye Cream for Face. This eye cream was jointly developed by AHC and a renowned cosmetic manufacturer called Kolmar Korea. In 2019, Kolmar Korea got in touch with an American supplier called Geltor and bought the rights for a groundbreaking ingredient called Eumacol 21. Eumacol 21 is defined as a human-like collagen. It was developed through biotechnology to make it identical to the collagen that is naturally produced by human skin. This means that when you apply it to your face, your skin recognizes it as its own, and this makes it appear visibly more plump and elastic. Plus, it was also shown to stimulate the production of collagen, elastin and laminin, making skin more elastic and firm over time. AHC's Real Eye Cream for Face was the first product in the world to use this technology, and to this day is known as the signature feature of this franchise. And I say franchise because AHC's Real Eye Cream for Face is reformulated every year to make sure that the product is up to date with the latest technologies and consumer preferences. The particular thing about this franchise is that even though a new version is released every year, AHC continues to sell all the previous editions. So in case someone really liked a certain version, they can continue to use it even though the product was reformulated, which is great for regular customers, but not so much for new ones. See, the first Real Eye Cream for Face was launched in 2012, and there are currently 10 different versions of it on the market. If you've never tried any of them, it can be a little overwhelming to figure out where to start. So I figured it could be helpful to show you the differences among the 3 latest versions of this product. The Time Rewind Real Eye Cream for Face, which is the 8th version launched in 2020, the Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face, which is the 9th version launched in 2021, and the 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face, which is the 10th version launched this year. First, let's talk about ingredients. Since 2019, every edition of the Real Eye Cream for Face has included Geltor exclusive bio-designed human-like collagen and human-like elastin. So when you buy any of these three versions, you will still get the same key ingredients. The main differences among the three are the size of the collagen molecules and the complementary ingredients used in the formulas. But let's start from the beginning. At their natural state, collagen molecules are too big to penetrate the skin. To make up for this problem, AHC worked with Colmar Korea on a trademark micropressing technology that breaks down the collagen molecules into a tiny fraction of the size of the skin pores. And this allows the collagen to penetrate deeper into the skin. In the Time Rewind Real Eye Cream for Face, the size of the collagen molecules is 400 times smaller than the size of the skin pores. In the Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face, the collagen molecules are 500 times smaller, and in the recent 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face, the collagen molecules are 1000 times smaller than the size of the skin pores. Plus, while the previous editions contain only one type of human-like collagen, the latest 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face contains 3 different types. We have collagen type 1, which is the type of collagen that is most abundant in the skin. Collagen type 3, which is the collagen we lose the most as we grow old. And collagen type 21, which is the type of collagen that is usually found in the elastic tissues in the body. In total, the most recent reformulation contains twice the amount of human-like collagen of the 2021 edition and 4 times the amount of the 2020 edition. But besides the human-like collagen and elastin, the 3 versions contain slightly different ingredients that reflect the latest trends and technologies in Korean beauty in the year of the release of each cream. For instance, in the Time Rewind Real Eye Cream for Face, we find a proprietary anti-aging complex that is designed to strengthen skin's defenses and reduce environmental damage. Plus, this version also contains 34 different types of peptides. In the Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face, we find a probiotic complex that mimics the natural environment of young and healthy skin, that is supposed to boost skin immunity in relation to aging. This version also includes 35 different types of peptides and an undisclosed percentage of retinol. Lastly, the 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face contains real human stem cells designed to stimulate skin regeneration, along with 50 types of peptides, 10 growth factors, and a mild retinoid. Obviously, it's impossible to judge a product simply based on an ingredient list. So let's see these products in action. All 3 versions come in a 30 ml tube with a precise applicator that can be applied directly on the skin. The great thing about this applicator is that it has a very particular shape that makes it easier to get into folds and fine lines. The 9th and 10th versions have a hypoallergenic silicone tip, which is a little more hygienic than the regular plastic tip of the 8th version, especially since the applicator is supposed to directly touch the skin. In terms of texture, the 3 versions are very different, and I hope this part will help you understand which one might suit your skin and your preferences as well. The Time Rewind Real Eye Cream for Face has a soft mousse-like texture. Overall, it feels very hydrating, but with a minimal oil content. The formula is absorbed very quickly and dries with a fresh, velvety finish. The Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face has a rich, nourishing texture. Compared to the previous version, this formula contains more oil and occlusive, but the finish is not sticky at all. The texture glides like melted butter and leaves a silicone film on the surface of the skin when it's dry. Lastly, the 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face has a soft balm texture with great spreadability. The formula has a similar oil content as the one of the previous edition, but the texture is overall thinner, so it's absorbed more quickly and also leaves a thinner film on the surface of the skin. All these editions contain fragrance. I would say that the 8th one is the one with the strongest fragrance, while the other two are more mild and subtle. The 8th version has a fresh cotton fragrance, while the other two are more aromatic and relaxing, and remind me of the types of fragrances you can usually smell in a spa. So which one is the best version? Obviously, there's no right answer. It really depends on your skin type, your preferences, and what you're looking for. I, for one, have a very dry, thin, and dehydration-prone skin. And personally, I find that the Time Rewind Real Eye Cream for Face from 2019 is a little too lightweight for me, both as an eye cream and as a moisturizer. My main issue with this formulation is that it doesn't contain quite enough oil for my skin. But if you have combination skin or normal to dry skin and you don't like products with too much oil in them, you might enjoy this addition more than I do. The Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face, on the other hand, is the type of formula I usually go for. It's rich, nourishing, and leaves a protective film on the surface of the skin, which is very helpful if you have thin and dehydration-prone skin. When it comes to the 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face, I was quite skeptical when I first tried it because the formula is a lot thinner than the previous version. But after using it for the past 3 months, I must say that I really learned to appreciate this type of formula. See, one of the things that I struggle the most with as someone with thin and dry skin is finding eye creams that are rich enough to keep my skin hydrated throughout the day, but at the same time they don't have an oily finish, so they can still sit nicely under makeup. For night use, I don't really care. I love my oily creams. But day eye creams have always been tricky. And before the release of the 10 Revolution Real Eye Cream for Face, there was only one eye cream that perfectly fit the description of what I was looking for. And that product retails for around 170 American dollars. If I had to compare the two, the expensive one has a nicer finish that generally doubles as a makeup primer. But for $15–20, I would say that this is a great alternative. So if you're looking for a rich anti-aging cream that smooths out fine lines but at the same time sits nicely under makeup, I would say that this is an incredible option. For the evening, I still prefer the Youth Lasting Real Eye Cream for Face, but it's mainly because I personally prefer more occlusive products at night. If that's not your case, you can absolutely use this addition both day and night. That was all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye!